this gets to the importance of culture.
Yeah.
Do you have a corporate culture where a person in that role and at that level of the quote unquote hierarchy can engage in this sort of thing with the intent of, growth mindset and hearing everyone out? Or do you have an executive or a corporate culture where that person comes into the room and they tell you what's what and the conversation is over?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that for a lot of people, um, you know, if this goes back to the mindset that we were talking about too, right? I think to get out of that kind of cultural habit, if you will, or even leadership habit, it's really important to just, I think, be a lot more keyed in and focused, right?
Yeah.
To just having that level of mindfulness, saying, we're going to do X,
Mm-hmm.
right? And this, and so, obviously, it's just an initiative at this point, but to be committed to doing that, right? And then to be able to foster, that type of system and have the infrastructure, right, to be
Yeah.
able to affect it, which is hard because we are talking about behavioral change here and organizational change in some cases, and I think that that does introduce a series of threats, to people. So I think that will be a very, very interesting conversation,
Yeah.
when we're ready to go deeper into it. um
Yeah.
yeah.
And
So
the psychological aspects of it is, to have a little bit of empathy for the person who can't let it go,
mm,
is to feel like, well, it's too important, it's too risky, I'm too central to it, I take my responsibility very seriously. That's why, when I go into the room, I'm that way. And then, how do you get that person to sort of step away from that mindset? So, because it is ultimately, an element of making them feel psychologically safe. you know
that's so true, and I think that this gets into the foundation model,
Mhm.
right?
It
The
does.
aspects of the foundation
Absolutely.
model. So I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to having that conversation too, because I think where we can see the practical application of the
Mhm.
foundation model.